This is the third technique that we like to see in system analysis. As we have seen already, what we already have seen, the first technique that we have seen is known as rich picture, and the second one is 6-element analysis, right? So the third one is process modeling, and for process modeling we will be using BPMN 2.0, business process modeling notation. BPMN stands for business process modeling notation. So this is the history of BPMN. BPMN starts with version 1.0, and then basically from June 2010 it's BPMN 2.0. omg.org, if you go to this particular website, you will get detailed reference, and this particular lecture slide is also taken from there. So when we are talking about BPMN, BPMN is a guideline, is provide a guideline that shows or that tells us how can we map or how can we create a process diagram using some standard notification. Now here the term that I'm using, standard notations, this is very important for you, because if you don't use the standard notations, then your mark could be deducted. So please listen to these lectures and get into these lectures very carefully. So first thing that we have is known as event, which is represented by a circle. Activities, remember in 6 elements we have mentioned what? We have mentioned we have roles, and each roles has their activities. So any activities would be represented by a rounded rectangle. Then we have gateways. Gateway is basically conditions. If we have any conditions, we use gateways. And then we have sequence flow that represent which activity should be followed by which activity. I believe like you have asked several questions regarding the sequence, like which task should be done first, which task would be done second, which task would be done third. There is guideline from rich picture. Rich picture is basically unstructured way of representation of the processes, but in process diagram we will try to have some structured representation. Now sequence flow is basically providing the facilities so that we can understand which process to start with and then followed by which process. Then we have message flow. There could be some cases where we might need to send information from one process to another, like when we are validating the data. If we want to validate a data, how can you validate the data? What you need to do? For example, I want to validate your ID. What should I do? If I want to validate your ID, what should I do? How do I know whether you are a student of IUB?
So check IOB records.
Okay, so to do that, check IUB records. So that means the validation of ID should be sending some information, some message to some other activities. From there, it will get something back, isn't it? So these kind of things should be shown as message flow. And finally, we have association. This association we are not interested discuss in detail, because we will skip this one in this course. Now I believe like and connections, and here we must need to mention any diagram should start with an event. Any diagram should start with an event. So that means whenever you are saying a system should start because there is a requirement of a system. So if I mention I need to validate your ID, why I am willing to validate your ID? Why should I validate your ID?
Because we have to check, sir, if I am a student of this university or not.
Yes, that is the purpose, but why should I do that? I should do that if I need to do that. Why I need to do that? Because someone has come claiming that I am student of IUB, please do this for me, right? So
Yes.
until or unless some event is occurring, that means someone is coming to me and asking for something need to be done, only then I will check his or her ID. So when you get into IUB, that means your ID, like we have the scanner, or we have some card reader at the very entry point of the gates, So why this particular process will check your ID? Because you have entered your fingerprint, or you have displayed your card there. So once you display your card, only then it will check. So this is known as event. Event is something that would be triggering the activities. So again, we are still in the very beginning. Here we can see there are two concepts on the right. You can see one is pull, which are new. One is pull. As you can see, pull is basically a process. It is represented by a pull. A process would be represented by a pull. So do we have any process so far in Dash? Do we have any process in Dash?
Yes, sir. The
Yes, sir.
Shredder uses does data entry,
Process.
and then
How many
Delivery
processes?
data.
How many processes? How many processes we have
One.
mentioned for Dash?
Basic data entry,
Sorry.
one.
Yes, that we have solved, right? Apart from that, is there any other processes? In our
the
course, we have mentioned
yes,
there are
like
Yes,
five
sir.
addition
or
and
six
verification.
So
processes,
data
right?
verification.
Very good, very good. So we have mentioned about 5 or 6 processes, right? So each and every process should be represented by a pull. Okay, make sense? Make sense? Okay. Inside a pool, there could be multiple lanes. You can see there are different lanes. The pools is divided into two row. Why these rows are there? This is because of the roles. This is because of the what? Because of what? Because of the
Roles.
roles. Very good. So the first name, that means here, this name stands for what? This name stands for the process name. This name stands for the process. So what is the process that we have completed so far?
Sir, basic data entry.
Basic data entry.
Very good. So here we will put the name as basic data entry, and then in this role we can put what? We can put shader users, we can put admin, we can put Dash. Okay. Roles means human or system. Why not non-competing hardware? Because non-competing hardware is used by whom?
The users.
Non-competing, very good. It is used by the human. Competing hardware is used by whom? By human, by system. That's why we just need to keep track of system and human in the roles. So in the lanes, we should be having human and system. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good. So next, activities. An activity, as it is mentioned, is work that is performed by a role in the business process. Like shader user is checking a data source. Shader user is manually gathering the data. Then shader user adding the data, right? So these are all activities. So activities is represented by a rounded rectangle. So there are different types of activities, as you can see, but these two sub processes, which is represented by a plus sign, and loop task, which is represented by a loop sign, we won't be using this. We will be using the simple version. So we will keep only the simple version of the activities. So these activities sometimes also known as a task. So I think like we have seen that. Now the next part is event. As I have mentioned, event is what? Something that trigger a process, right? Event is
Yes, sir.
something triggered by a process, or after the process has been executed, the output of the process can be known as an event. The event can be generated from a process, or a event can be initiate a process. So if a process is initiated by an event, that should be known as start event. That should be known as start event. So if a process is initiated by an event, that should be known as start event. In between, if we have any events, that would be known as intermediate event. And finally, when we end the process, we will end it with a end event. So the difference between these three events: start event is a single line circle, in line circle, and end event is solid line circle. Make sense?
So can you give an example for intermediate event?
Okay, we will definitely provide you some examples.
Okay.
Let me go through the theory first. Okay.
Okay.
This is basically different nature of event. Event can be, as we have mentioned, it is triggered, right? So event can be triggered by time, can be triggered by message. For example, you send me an email, based on your email I am working. So that is event triggered by a message. So if I want to start calculating your interest, when I will start calculating your interest in bank? Maybe after 6 months, or maybe after 1 year. So time driven event. So rule based event could be there, some validation rule could be there, link could be there, multiple could be there. So there could be different types of event, but for us it is not relevant. We are not going through detail of these types of events. So just this is for your information, but you don't need to provide any types. But is it clear? Whenever we are saying something would be triggered, how something would be triggered? Maybe by email, by message, by time, by rule. So based on these things, the event can be triggered. So these are different criteria or different types of start event. Similarly, intermediate events could also be same type, and end event could be also of similar type, but we are not going there. So as you have mentioned, we are looking for some examples of intermediate event, as you have asked for this. So you can see the very first process is announce issue for vote. This particular process is triggering an event called voting response. And from this voting response, that means I am getting response from whom? From the voters. And then based on the response, I am incrementing the tally. So I am considering the vote has been cast, and I am effecting the result on the tally sheet. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. But sir,
so announcement of the vote is there.
Increment tally means?
Yes.
Sir?
Like I am basically adding the vote. For example, there are 4 candidates and you all are voter, so you have one vote to give. So whenever you are saying, okay, I am voting for candidate number 1, so I increase the tally sheet of the candidate number 1 by 1. If someone says candidate number 3, I will increment the tally of 3. In this way, the candidates tally would be increased, so that we know which candidate has received how many votes.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now think about it. Any process should have a start event, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Start process taken in between of the process these activities has been taken. Can you mention what would be the event for announce issue for vote?
Sir, start event.
So start of an
event, but
election.
what should be the name of the? Okay, maybe the after completion of 5 years or completion of the tenure of the local or whatever the government or whatever body going to have the election, after completion of successfully of a particular thing, we would be announce the vote, isn't it? So
Yes.
successfully completion of the tenure, or maybe completion of the tenure. Then after completion of the tenure, announce issue for vote. Make sense? So start could be completion of the tenure. This is again some time-based events. As you know, like sometimes we ask you that you have ordered something, and then we mention if you pay in 2 days, then your order will be valid. Otherwise, we will cancel your order. So when then basically cancellation process or cancellation activity will trigger when? After 2 days of order receiving, isn't it?
Yes.
So after receiving of the order, after receiving your confirmation for the order, we can cancel if you don't pay in 2 days time. Okay, so is it understood?
Sir, I have a question.
Intermediate events. Yes.
Sir, 2 days যে কন্ডিশনটা দেওয়া এই টাইমে কি আমরা মেসেজ ফ্লো অলওয়েজ ইউজ করব? Like I'm confused between message flow and sequence flow actually.
I think there is no message flow here. You can see everything is sequence, right?
Yes, sir. Okay.
So we don't have any message flows. That means it mentioned after receive confirmation is done, the next activity is send cancellation notice, provided that you don't pay in 2 days time.
Okay, sir.
Similarly, end event, there could be multiple types of end event, but we will use the very first one. Now let's talk about the gates. Gates are of many types, but here we will discuss 3 types of gate. So by default, gate is known as exclusive gate. By default, gate is, if there is no sign, it should be known as exclusive, or sometimes people give cross sign. Cross sign or empty represent exclusive gate. So what is an exclusive gate? Exclusive gate is just like OR. That means we have 2 paths to go. We can choose any of the path. Then it should be exclusive gate. Okay, any of the path. Okay, now if we have 3 options, for example, if you get mark, let's say if you get 80%, 85 and above, you will be an A. If it is 80 and above, it will be an A minus. In this way, there are, let's say, 9 types of grades we can provide. Then which type of grade it would be?
Exclusive.
Will that be an exclusive gate? Answer is yes, because there could be multiple options, but you have to choose only one of these. Only one of these should be used, then it should be known as exclusive OR. Okay, one from many should be known as exclusive. The next one is inclusive. Inclusive gate is basically given by a circle. That means when we have inclusive gate, it says you have to choose one of the options, or you can choose more than one. Let's say if I have 5 options, of course I have to have one correct option. At the same time, I could have multiple, more than one correct option or correct path. I will give example later, just discussing the concept with you. And finally, we will look into the parallel, which is basically denoted by a plus sign.
Can you
We
explain the
denote
inclusive?
parallel by. I will. Just give me some time. Let me just go through the material, and I will give you example very soon. Parallel is when all the activities should be done at the same time. In that case, we will be consider that parallel. Now, as I have mentioned, exclusive is one from the list. That means your grade. Your grade cannot be can you have multiple grades? Can you have A, B, C, D, and F together?
No,
Answer
sir.
is no. You have only one grade. That is exclusive. Inclusive says you have to have one, but you can have more than one. For an example, we are going to the post office. Why I have gone to the post office?
To gather,
Because
to
I want
collect
to
all
post
my letters.
Maybe I want to post something, right? I want to post a letter. That's why I have gone to the post office, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I have gone to the post office. So me going to the post office represent the next action should be what? I will be posting a letter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know, in the post office there are some options. I can have insurance while I'm sending the letter to the recipient. I can ask for the insurance so that if the letter is lost, I can claim the money. Okay, so this insurance, is it optional or it is mandatory?
Optional.
Optional. That means I have to send the letter that is there, but apart from sending the letter, I can have the insurance with me. So this is optional. Can I have both together?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can I have any one of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I can't have
Oh, no,
any one of them.
I
I can
have to
have
have
only
the-
post. I have to have post, and insurance would be on top of post. I have to have only one. Okay, insurance is on top of it. So I can have both, or I can have one, not any of them. I should have post ready. If post is there on top of post, I can have insurance. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay.
sir, another one will be optional, right?
Another one is optional. Similarly, for an example, you are asked to submit a report. You are asked to submit a report. So the report contains 3 parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, that is the complete report. You have submitted the report. You have to submit the report. Now, if you want, you can provide me additional supplementary document. For an example, you can provide me literature review. You can provide me your survey records. You can provide me some research that you have done on the report. Those should be some sort of supplementary report, isn't it? But you are supposed to provide what? You are supposed to provide a report. So what is the main task? Main
The
task is
report.
provide the report. On top of that, you can provide supplementary A, supplementary B, supplementary C, supplementary D. Can you only provide supplementary A?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why not? Will you get any mark with supplementary A?
No, sir.
No. So you have to provide your report. On top of that, yes, you can provide me supplementary A, supplementary B, but you have to have report provided. Make sense? So this
Yes.
kind of arrangement is handled by inclusive. And parallel, when you have to do everything together. When you have to do everything together. For an example, you have to send me email at the same time you have to SMS me. So it's not one after another, it has to be done parallelly. So you have to send me SMS, you have to email me. So these kind of things should be done by using parallel gate. Okay, make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So I believe like these are some examples we have mentioned here. So as you can see, like we have exclusive gate. We have this is basically inclusive gate, as we have mentioned. The very first thing that you have to do is you have to prepare the main proposal. Apart from main proposal, you can submit supplement A, supplement B. Okay. So when we have some tasks that should be, can you mute your microphone, please? Okay. So if you know few processes are inclusively connected, then basically we have to have start inclusive, end inclusive, so that I know which part of this within inclusive gate. Here you can see these three processes are inclusively connected because we have a first start gate and a end gate. That means from start to end, the processes that are there, they are inclusively connected. That means we have to have one main and others are optionals. Is it okay? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Finally, as we have mentioned, parallel. Here, parallel is basically can be shown by plus sign. So it should start with a plus, end with a plus. As you can see, we prepare result, and after preparation of the result, we post it on the website, and we email the results of vote. So we post the result on web and email these. So these two are done parallelly, and then basically we end it with a parallel sign so that we know which tasks are parallel. Clear? So for
Yes, sir.
both inclusive and parallel, we have to have a start and we have to have a end. But for exclusive, we don't need start and end. Okay. So
Okay,
sequence flow, as we can see, this is a sequence flow. Which process is coming after what is basically represented by sequence flow. Message flow is used to show the flow of messages between two entities or between the processes. So this is sequence flow. Send message, send invoice, then receive payment, then accept payment. So one after another, the processes are going on, the activities are going on. So this is basically sequence flow. Here you can see by this sign, by the slash sign, we represent the default flow. Default sequence flow is shown here. Default sequence flow is shown by the slash sign. So message flow can be within the process, within the activities, within the sub processes. Here you can see message flow within the processes, and this is where you can see the swim lane. Swim lane is basically with each other. So this is basically pole. As we have mentioned, pole contain the pole contain the process. Pole contain, we have a lanes. And lanes contain what? Lanes contain what?
Groups and
What is
subgroups.
contained
Sir,
by
the name of
lane?
the name of the processes.
Roles.
Name of the role.
The name of the
No,
roles
no,
and the
no.
subgroups.
Lane is role. Yes, system and role should be kept in a lane, and pool will be having the name of the process. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So this is an example, and patient is basically that what is task of patient?
Sir, the audio is lagging.
Okay. So after
Sir, can you repeat again?
receiving, after receiving,
Sir, can you repeat? The
so
audio didn't
this
go.
is, so the process is sending doctors, and the message is going to doctor. So doctor is receiving the request. Are you getting it?
Sir, can you repeat? The audio was lagging. We didn't get to hear anything. Hello, sir.
So can you see the image? So I don't need to explain it. This is basically already shown in front of you. So if you have any question regarding the diagram, if you have, then basically ask me.
Sir, we didn't get to hear what you were saying.
See both. Can you listen to me now?
No, sir.
No, sir, আপনার কথাগুলো কেটে যাচ্ছে, sir. We cannot hear you properly.
স্যার আমার এখানেও কেটে যাচ্ছে স্যার।
স্যার, আপনার কোনো কিছুই আমরা শুনতে পারি নাই।